So sadly, you referenced this. You referenced this. I also referenced this. I said this was my least favorite of the bunch. I already said that. You referenced that the third movie was the weakest of the three.
I don't hate it, though.
I don't hate it.
And honestly, I don't know, obviously you're going to give me your opinion, but I feel that this movie has always got way more hate than it deserves because people hate Brett Ratner. And I feel like that's always lingered.
Would you like to know why they don't like Brett Ratner?
Well, I know why they don't like Brett Ratner.
Why is that?
Because he kind of falls in the same club as Bryan Singer.
That's part of it, but you know the other part, though?
He's a huge tool-bag.
No. He's not as good a director.
Oh, no.
He's actually infinitely worse, okay? No. A lot of the stuff... Okay, hold on. You do yours, I'll do mine. I'll interject whatever, but you do...
Okay, so, I mean...
First thing I'll tell you right now, I have to say, I'm going to cut you off right now. Juggernaut. Juggernaut is the one thing I still, to this day, fucking hate.
Yeah. Juggernaut bitch.
No, I love Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
I love him as an actor. He's one of those where even in, like, if it's a shitty, like, made-for-Netflix movie, which is the new made-for-video.
Yeah.
Straight to video? Or video on demand.
Video
on demand is the one.
Straight to Netflix.
But, like, straight to Netflix or whatever, I'd go, you know what, maybe I'll check it out because it is Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
You know? And for, like, I know why they cast him, because they wanted to allude with the stepbrother stuff with Charles, although they should have said it. They should have said, hey, isn't that your stepbrother?
Yeah, well, I don't really have time to tell you. This movie has a lot going on.
It does. But, visually is the thing that hurts the most about Juggernaut. He looks fucking ridiculous.
He looks dumb.
He looks so fake.
He actually has, like, he's got the big fake muscles and, like, a cube of concrete on his head.
And, like, a weird, like, strap thing on him, which makes no sense. Like I don't picture Juggernaut sitting there going, like, because they don't explain anything about the character. They just basically they go, well, once he starts running, you can't stop him. Mm-hmm. And you go, okay, because you go, like, if you don't know the character, you go, well, he's a mutant, and that's his power.
Yeah.
But then you go, well, why would he need a concrete, like, helmet, right? Because he's already a tank, right? And you've seen other mutants that don't have any sort of protective headgear literally punching through things or running through things, so why would he need that, right? Mm-hmm. Also, why would he need some weird strap thing to keep his shirt on, his half shirt?
Yeah.
His half shirt, no less. It's like, I mean, I talk about how, like, the concept of costumes can be absurd to a degree. This is ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't understand anything about the concept of the visual of the character. Like, if I didn't know the concept, I would be like, I don't get any of this. Like, I don't expect you to go, okay, first of all, he's not a mutant. What it was he came across the amulet of Sidorak, and what Sidorak did was turn him into the Juggernaut. So that's why he's got this thing on him, and that's why he's also much, much larger than any human should ever be.
Yep.
You could even use that to explain his costume choice. I don't know what to tell you. Sidorak said, this is what you're going to look like. Poof!
Yep.
You kind of looked like a weird half-shirt wearing strap guy. I don't know what to call you. Juggernaut. Let's call you Juggernaut. I get that part. But, like, at least, I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do. He just looks terrible. Plus, they don't even really kind of say anything other than, like, why he would hang out with the Brotherhood. He like,
Magneto,
they rescue him, and he goes, once I start running, I don't stop. And he goes, yeah, okay, cool, we could use you. But then he doesn't really do anything until the end of the movie. At all. Right? So I really, really didn't like him, and I hated the Juggernaut bitch. I really hated I'm the Juggernaut bitch. Like, I didn't like it in Far From Home. Spoilers! When Nick Fury goes, bitch, you were in space! Up until you realize that it's actually not Nick Fury, and then you go, okay, at least that I get.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is just a dude who's trying to be like Nick Fury. Mm. And for some reason thinks that Nick Fury would say things like, bitch, please! You're in space, motherfucker!
Yeah.
It's like he watched.
The Shaft?
It's like he watched the Samuel L. Jackson movie and went, "Hey, you kind of look like that guy. I talk like this guy.
I talk like that guy right there.
This guy's saying some cool shit here. I like him. He says motherfucker like every 2 seconds, motherfucker. See, I'm already doing it. Yep. I'm already doing it, motherfucker. This is great.
Far From Home, rated R.
Woo!
Hard R.
Anyway, so that's one of the biggest things I don't like. The other thing I don't like...
Yeah, just get out of the way now.
Just get it out of the way.
Get out of the way.
The other thing I don't like is the cinematography is distinctly a step down from this movie. The only time I actually was really engaged in this movie was the end fight scene. And it starts...
The end fight scene is pretty awesome.
When he moves the bridge, I'm in.
Yeah.
And I'm in for the rest of the movie. But everything up to that point, aside from... Well, the angel shot in the beginning. So heartbreaking. Like, I feel for that kid. Like, that kid acted his ass off in that scene when he's, like...
Sawing off the wings.
Sawing off his wings, and his dad's like, what the hell are you doing? And he's he's freaking out because he knows his dad hates mutants, you know, and then he, like, comes in, he's just like, Warren, what's going on? And he's just crying, and he's like,
no, not you.
And he goes, no, not you, and he's just like, I'm sorry, and it's like, and I'm like trying to, I watched the movie last night and I'm almost like reaching to the camera, like into the TV, like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh, man, you just come and live with me. You just come and live with me. I don't care if you got wings. Don't do it, man. Like, this is horrible. You know?
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. Like, there's a lot going on. And it's like, it seems like every third movie around this time period, they were like, yeah, you know what? You did really good with the first movie. And you know what? We loved that you expanded on the second movie without going too big. Now let's jam every fucking thing in this movie.
Explosion!
Hey, you know what? Astonishing X-Men? They got this thing with the cure. Let's put that in the movie. All right. Okay. We just had this huge epic fight scene between Jean Grey and Magneto. Let's put that in the fucking movie. What else do we got? Let's kill Cyclops right away. Let's just kill him. Don't even show his death. Let's just kill him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like boom, 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 boom. But the thing that I hate the most, though, is that there's a lot going on in X-Men and X2, but it doesn't feel like a lot's going on. Like, it's when you kind of take a step back, you go, actually, there's a lot of moving parts here. Mm-hmm. This one, you're just like, oh, that's plot point, that's plot point, that's plot point, that's plot point. What the stop? Let's stop, right? Here's another thing that I didn't like that I don't think I ever noticed before. How much of a douchebag is Bobby Drake when he's practically almost dating Kitty Pryde while he's with Rogue? Mm-hmm. And I said this to Michelle. I was like, that's a weird move to make, eh? Like, this is a date move. He doesn't... Well, here's the thing. He doesn't go, hey, Rogue, Kitty Pryde is feeling really messed up around here, so why don't we, I don't know, like, take her ice skating or something like that. Like, we'll do something to cheer her up. He doesn't do anything like that. He goes, hey, babe, come with me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you something really cool. Check it out. This place can be just like home, too. Let's go ice skating. And that's a date move. I don't care who you are. That's
total date move. Total date move.
And that's also a total dick move.
But fuck. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I understood it.
My problems is that, like...
You're with someone you can't touch her.
Yeah, but then break up with her.
Imagine how hard that would be.
Then break up with her.
Then break up with her.
And don't date someone or try to set up somebody to be your fallback girl before you break up with her. Just saying, look, you know what? I thought I could do this. I thought I could make this work, but I can't. Mm-hmm. So... we have to break up. Yep. I need to have that, you know? That would have made more sense. But again, we're also dealing with a script from two scripts that were here to here. There's a clear drop-off in the cinematography, aside from the end sequence. There's a clear drop-off in the script, okay? But even, like, in the introduction of the new characters, because there's a lot of new characters introduced,
oh, yeah.
They all feel one note.
Mostly villains.
They all feel one note. It's all just like, you move fast and you can sense powerful mutants? Great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're a spiky fish. Awesome.
But, I mean, come on. Every X-Men movie's had one note villains.
No.
Sabretooth and Toad? No backstory whatsoever. They're kind of just there doing the thing for Magneto.
Okay. All right. So that's one.
Okay. I mean, X2 is pretty much just all human villains. There's not much you can really say about
But none of them are one note. Like, even Deathstrike isn't one note.
You got zero backstory for her.
But she's not one note because she's actually being controlled. So there's that element of... That's another reason why Wolverine didn't really want to kill her, because he knew that she was being controlled.
Yeah.
But he had no choice.
Yeah.
So I guess you could argue one note there, but there's a little bit more depth to that. There's no depth to this. Is it really... Okay, that's kind of the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
There's no depth to any of this. Plus, I also don't like... And believe me, I understand why they did this. I don't like how they treat the Dark Phoenix aspect as a split personality, or like an evil side to Jean Grey. I mean, yeah, they established it in the beginning of the movie with surprisingly well CGI younger versions of it. That held up fairly well.
Right? I saw that and I was like, man, I totally forgot they did this for
Tron
this movie.
2 came out years later and looked way worse than this.
They actually looked pretty solid in that opening scene.
Like, I mean, it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But like I literally just said, like, I think Tron was, 2010, 2012?
Yep. Yep, about that.
Somewhere around there.
10, 11 or something like that.
It's far enough that it should look way better. And it had Disney budget. Like, Disney money. Like, Disney should have been like, let's just, I don't know. Could we take his face and put it on his face? I mean, we did it in a face-off. But like that held up surprisingly well. Like the laying the groundwork was smart. I just don't like how they made it like a split personality, and especially because then they have to have Charles Xavier block that part off, right? So, and again, like, you know why he did it, and he goes like Wolverine of all people is like, look what you did, buddy. You fucked up, man, and now it's just making everything worse. Who the fuck do you think you are? And he's just like, I didn't really have a choice.
Wolverine would get that, though, because he had basically the same thing happen to him,
But that's the thing. So, like, Wolverine is all high and mighty, but I'm like, you were a fucking trained killer. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, you literally were a trained killer. The whole purpose of these claws was so that you could kill people for the government. You didn't have any choice. Wouldn't you get it? I don't know. So it just kind of felt uneven.
I like the split personality thing because it kept the movie grounded, and that's what this original trilogy was. I mean, obviously they redo the story with Dark Phoenix later on. They're doing the space thing, and they're keeping more to the comics now. But in this grounded trilogy, I thought, you know,
I agree. Like I said, like, I understand why they did it. I feel like if Singer didn't leave to do Superman Returns, it would have been we would have got a better representation.
Yeah, and we would have got more Cyclops.
We definitely would have got more Cyclops. Or at the very least, we would have gotten a definitive death.
It really bums me out that he left Cyclops to go be a Joe Nobody in friggin' Superman.
Not necessarily. Yeah. My take on that particular character, actually, if you really think about it, Joe White is a human Superman.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, a great guy. Like, a super nice guy.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him.
Okay, I see where you're going with
Hold
this.
on. No, you don't. You're not. I'm not
okay, I don't.
He's a great dad.
Yeah.
Okay? Even though it's not really his kid, but he doesn't know that. Second of all, he's got a pilot's license, and he can fly a helicopter. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense that if Lois isn't with Superman, that she would be with a guy like him.
Yep.
That's...
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
But here's another thing, and I said this to Michelle. The other part with his off-screen death, though, and I distinctly remember this when I was watching this, was that I spent the whole movie going, he'll show up at the end. He'll show up at the end, lead the troops to victory, and it'll be awesome. You could still kill him off at the end of that. Hell, you could even have Jean Grey kill him off at the end of it, and it would still be like, okay, but he still, like, led the charge. Especially because I feel it would have been more impactful if Scott was the one taking the steps towards Jean, saying, no, Jean, you gotta stop this. I don't want to have to kill you. visually amazing with Wolverine, and because of the nature of her powers at that point, it makes sense because she's literally ripping strips off him.
Yeah.
And he's healing as he went there.
Yeah. Cyclops wouldn't be able to do much in that case.
He wouldn't be, but just thematically it makes more sense. The guy that you love, the guy that you killed, or you thought you killed, right? It makes more sense that way. But again, like, I know the Wolverine thing, so, but it's just, there's just a lot wrong with this movie. And the Xavier death scene. The Xavier death scene is still, I can't, like, I was watching it again and I was still just like, holy fuck.
I remember when we watched it in the theater and both of us just looked at each other like, what the fuck?
What the fuck just happened?
Like,
and like
I was covering my mouth in the theater like,
yeah.
Oh.
Because I was like, no. And like, you think he's gonna get out of it until you start seeing bits of his skin
like,
come up. Then you're like, oh no, he ain't getting out of this. He ain't getting out of it. And I mean, it's an amazing scene. It is one of the best shot scenes. I forgot about this scene. This scene is one of the best shot scenes in the whole movie. And it's almost, I feel like Brett Ratner called up Bryan Singer and was like, hey man, do you mind if I use that scene that you shot where Jean Grey kills... yeah, it's cool. I could use that? Okay. What about the bridge scene at the end? Can I use that too? Can I say it's mine though? Yeah, cool. Hey, let's go bang some boys later. Click. No, that's too much. I shouldn't have went there.
You went there though.
But I did.
You did. You went there.
But, so, yeah. Also, I just get it all out. I really dislike, even to this day, I dislike how much hype they gave for Angel, and he's in the movie for 5 minutes. Every single scene he's in is absolutely incredible. Like I said, the child actor was great, and I love Ben Foster. I've always been a fan of Ben Foster.
Yep. I will totally agree with this point because, like, I watched it the other night and I was like, that's still such a missed opportunity.
It's such a waste. It's not even missed, it's wasted.
Flies in, grabs his dad, flies out, and then done.
Yeah. So you have a wicked scene where the kid is, like, fucking just mutilating himself so that his dad doesn't realize he's got wings. Yeah. Okay. Then you've got that awesome scene where his dad's like, you're going to be the first guy. You're going to be the first guy for this cure. Isn't that great? And then he's just like, I can't do this. So you have that awesome scene of him busting out of the window and flying away. That's incredible. And then he grabs his dad and gets out of there. It's great that he grabs his dad, but, well, then what? Does his dad suddenly just love mutants again? Or does he suddenly just go, hey, you know what, it's okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna learn. But they don't even have a resolution there, But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I don't like.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Did you get it out?
I think I got it all.
You got it out?
I think I got it out.
Thanks for letting me go first.
I know. I said it, and then I said I'm going to say this one thing, and then I just took over, so I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I'll do my best to not say too much right now.
Okay, I find fun in every single X-Men movies. I've made that blatantly clear forever now. Mm-hmm. X-Men The Last Stand, I watched it the other night, I was like, I don't hate this movie whatsoever. It's the weakest of the three. Absolutely. There's definitely problems. Juggernaut's probably the biggest one there, and then the huge waste of Angel. Huge bummer. But let's talk about what it gets right, okay? Let's talk about how it shows us the Danger Room for the first time. And it's fucking amazing. And a sentinel head gets chopped off by Wolverine. It's amazing.
Oh, did we see a fastball special?
Let's talk 2 fastball specials in the movie.
No, but I'm talking about in the Danger Room.
In the Danger Room.
We see a fastball
That's how he got to the sentinel head.
We open the fucking movie with a fastball special in the Danger Room.
Yeah.
And we see a fucking sentinel head.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Right? Ellen Page was a great kitty.
100%.
Awesome.
100%.
Loved her in the movie.
I even liked her costume. With the costume trim.
Yeah.
That was great. That was absolutely
so
great.
Good.
Yes, totally agree.
And the biggest plus of them all, Kelsey Grammer as the Beast. Hank McCoy. That was straight out of the animated series.
Can I stop you once? I want to interject really quick. Because yes, Kelsey Grammer.
Yes.
Hank McCoy, the Beast. Best of the movie.
Absolutely.
But the Iceman pyro fight scene.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Doesn't top Hank McCoy.
No.
Does not. But what I was saying, especially in the second one, because they seed that they're kind of friends, and then they seed at the end that they're not. Now they're like button heads.
Yeah, now they're...
And then you see Bobby Drake ice up.
Mm-hmm.
Full on ice up. And they fight, and it's fucking awesome. And I love the line. It's just like, you should have stayed in school.
Yeah.
And then Iceman fucking lays him out and goes, you never should have left.
Yep. Yeah.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, and goes
stay
full on Iceman mode, too, when it happens.
Yeah.
Like totally covered.
Getting back to that, everything about Beast was awesome.
Everything.
Every single thing.
The way he moved,
Beast.
the way he talked, how he was like on, like, he was the mutant representative with the president and everything. And,
like, the president was like...
And when the president's like, you know what, we gotta go to war with communities, he's like, well, then I gotta go where I belong.
No, he's like, I can't accept your resignation. And Beast is like, you have to, because I can't do this. Because once you do this, then I can't be a part of this. Mm-hmm. And this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening, I did not sign up for, so I gotta go where I belong. And I was like, yes!
Yeah.
And the other thing I love is they allude to Beast being a prior teacher.
Right.
/
like one of the first mutants.
And I was like, yeah!
So when they do First Class later and they show Beast as one of the First Class, you're like, now it's
all
all making sense.
That's great.
It's all making sense.
I don't understand the Alex Summers part, but whatever. We'll mix and match and figure out how
he's an uncle, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
A really old brother.
Yeah. But
anyway, amazing, and his chemistry with everyone else on the team.
Well,
like great chemistry with Storm. But his chemistry with Wolverine that totally reminded me of the way Whedon wrote both of them in Astonishing X-Men. Calling him Furball all the time and everything. Like,
oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I don't know, like, as an X-Men fan, I was loving so much in this movie. And the fact that Ratner directed it, I mean, I didn't let that overshadow the fun that I was having during all these
Look,
aspects.
I'm glad that I regurgitated all the shit that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Okay? I will say that in this viewing, I realized that I like it more now than I did before.
Yeah.
Okay? Because, like, what it was the same feeling I had with Spider-Man 3, where I felt kind of let down. Because you're here, right? And even Spider-Man 2, you're here. And then you watch Spider-Man 3, and you're just like, I really want to like it, but I can't. Like, there's so much that, I mean... Why were you here and now you're here? Mm-hmm. And it was the same with Last Stand. And previous times I've watched it, I remember just being like watching it like this, like I don't even know why I'm watching this. Mm. This movie is beneath me. But I was forcing myself to be open-minded about it. But the stuff that I hate, I really hate.
Yeah.
Hate it. But the stuff I love, the stuff that they got right, they got really right.
They got really right.
Even something as simple as Jamie Madrox.
Yeah.
The introduction of Eric Dane. Michelle pointed that out to me. She's like, is that Eric Dane from Grey's Anatomy? And I was like, wait, yeah, I think it kind of might be. I don't know. Then I was like, yeah, it totally was. You were right. But anyway, just him walking out, and there's like a bajillion of him. Like, immediately, I was like, yep, that's cool.
And then they use it later when they're surrounding McNeil's compound.
That's awesome.
And it turns out it's just
multiple
him. Man.
Hey, wait, it's just one guy.
All because Mystique becomes a human, she gets shot with the cure, and then McNeil turns his back on her. I'm sorry, dear, you're not one of us anymore.
Instantly.
Like, instantly. Like, he's so pro-mutant that it's just like, sorry.
Especially because, like, he literally, like, fucking moved his whole schedule around just to get her.
Yeah.
The other two were incidental. Madrox and Juggernaut were incidental.
Yeah.
It was all for her.
Yeah.
And then, boom. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
And the other two are just kind of like, okay, I guess we're with you now, but...
So then she gives away McNeil's secret location.
Sells him out hard. I was like, yep, well, fuck that.
Makes sense.
I will say that I was kind of chuckling, because it was like, so she's nude, right? So she's in this awkward position where she's got to, like, cup her tits, but still be, like, in a prone position. And I remember just being like, that's a fucking weird way to land.
Yeah.
But I get it, like... Yeah, like, I mean, if this was real life, she'd just be like, well, she'd be stunned. She's like, well, I'm human. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? But she has to, like, weirdly, like, I was like, oh, man, that's so weird. But yeah, like we said at the beginning in X-Men, so her actual incredible, her story arc to the whole movie is great because she's a zealot for Magneto. She's like, yep, I will follow you to the ends of the earth. Mm-hmm. She showed more range than you would have thought from basically just a model.
Yeah.
Supermodel.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I was saying, like, right at the beginning of the Camcast, like, I'm surprised she didn't do more movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because she was, like, even in Punisher, she was great. She was one of the standouts. Like, I remember just being like, yeah, alright.
Yep.
And you know what I like about Rebecca Romaine Samuels is that she's gorgeous, but not, like crazy, like, unbelievably gorgeous. We're just like, how is this even possible that you're on this earth with this mere mortal? It's like, yeah, she's beautiful, but she almost seems attainable, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is really, I mean, for us, she's attainable because we're studs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hold on,
John Stamos has nothing on this.
Right here, boom, Rebecca. Anytime, call me.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, don't actually call me because I'll get in some serious shit.
Yeah.
Call me.
After just bitching about Bobby Drake's actions in the movie, ring it off.
Rings off though. Rings off. I'm
right, yeah.
completely unattached.
Unbelievable.
The second this goes off legally, I'm single again.
Yeah. All the paperwork at home just went poof.
Yeah. Hold on, check it out. Poof, back.
Yeah.
It's all back. Yay!
Michelle's at home with all these papers floating around.
What's going on? What the fuck is happening?
What is going on?
Oh, he's talking about Rebecca Romaine.
He's taking the ring off.
God damn it.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, here's the one thing about Hank McCoy that is a bit of a minus is that because Hank's in the movie, we didn't get Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Because they were like, 2 blue-skinned acrobatic people? And I'm just like, yeah? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Totally fine with it.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
We had 2 adamantium fighters in the fucking second movie.
What's the big deal?
Nobody blinked an eye. In fact, we were like, that's a great scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Besides, one is a German religious demon-looking guy. The other is an American, highly intelligent, beast-looking motherfucker. So, I mean, plus it would have been nice to see Nightcrawler in some version of his red and white suit.
Yeah.
You know? Some version.
Of the Alan Cumming Nightcrawler.
Yes, of the Alan Cumming.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, the Ratner Singer version of X-Men costumes, having some version of that. Like, I mean, I almost picture it being like an actual distinctly red trim right down to here. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. Like, maybe some white trim around. But I think that actually would be looking pretty cool.
That'd be sure.
You know, but anyway. So there's not all hate. It's not all hate.
Not all hate.
For me.
Famke Janssen's range in this movie was amazing. She was so perfectly creepy as the Phoenix. When the skin went all gray and the eyes went dark. And
even when she's like trying to force Wolverine to bang her.
Yeah.
Like even that. And he's like, hey, this isn't you. And she's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's just like, wait, no, it's not.
But it kind of makes sense now, the whole love triangle thing. Like she loves Scott. That personality loves Scott. The bad one that was always hidden away had this thing for Logan. Right?
If that was the end result for that story arc.
Yeah.
If that's ultimately
that's kind of what I got from it.
But that does make a lot of sense.
When the evil is taken over her in the third one, she's all over Logan. Like, who the fuck cares that Scott just died? I don't give a shit.
You know, but I did like how she's like, when I met you. We were here when we met. Except you were on the table and I was looking over you. I was like, nice little touch there. Mm-hmm. Nice little touch. But yeah, the range that she showed in the entire trilogy, I was actually like, she's another one where I'm surprised didn't go on to bigger and better things. Mm-hmm. Because... Yeah,
she didn't do too much after this wrapped up.
No.
But I mean, after her little appearance in Days of Future Past, I can't remember.
I don't think I can't remember being in anything other.
I think that's pretty much it.
I popped hard for that one, though.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. The two of them, both, I was like, yes!
Even her little appearances in the Wolverine made me happy.
Oh, yeah. But, like, her arc was incredible throughout all 3 movies. Yeah. It's bittersweet end to the character, though. Like, visually amazingly cool.
And that's the thing, too. Like, I feel like this has the best score of the trilogy.
Well, that end sequence
because that music when Logan is walking up that hill and he's just, like, flakes of his flesh are just flying off, and she's, like, staring him down as the Phoenix. Yeah. But as he gets closer, you can slowly start to see Jean return. Yeah. You know, and then, like... You would die for them? No, I would die for you. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, kill me or save me. Or what's she say? Kill me.
No, she says kill me.
Yeah, and he does. And then you get that. And then the camera pans away and he's holding her body. He's just like, like.
Because in that sequence where she's on the table and she snaps out and she's Jean again, she says kill me. Yeah. And he doesn't.
And he's like, what?
He's like, what? No, I can't do that. Yeah. We'll save you. Don't worry. And then she fucks off.
Yeah.
So now he does it. And again, like, it visually looked amazing. It absolutely looked amazing. Like I said, like I thematically it makes sense for it to be Scott. Okay, but I understand what you're saying. So like the duality. So yeah, like I like that aspect where.
So if the split is the one that comes back, she's got no feelings for Scott.
That's right. So for her to kill Scott, it's not a big deal. Whatever. So yeah, and that makes sense. And it does, and I mean you can't top the scene with like literally chunks of his flesh.
Oh yeah.
Although I was laughing about this and I thought like, it's funny. I do actually feel they missed an opportunity here by actually full on ripping his pants off. Yeah. Because it is kind of funny that this whole part goes. Yeah. A little bit of a rip on the pants, but nothing else. Like, they shaved the shit out of this area. You don't ever have to see his dick, but show his ass for the ladies. And so the dudes. Because I was like, it does kind of, it's one of those where I'm like, I've seen it enough where I go, yeah, you know what, you could have just, it makes more sense to just lose that.
Cut the Iceman? Ooh.
Wait a minute. I don't even like Kitty Pryde either.
Good thing I didn't touch Rogue because I'm feeling things.
I'm into this right here. Freeze. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I distinctly remember like kind of just being like, oh, that would have been kind of funny. Yeah. Especially because like in Days of Future Past, he's fucking naked in that one. Yeah. Like full on naked. Because you see a bit of his ass, actually.
But then, later on in the movies, like, Fox is playing more with the PG-13 now. Like, they're leaving,
right, but I mean,
like,
still.
Oh, we can use one F-bomb per movie? One F-bomb per movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but I mean, okay, that's, like, whatever, that's fine. But it is an incredibly powerful scene. Like, even then, with my Cyclops gripe, I'm still just like, but...
Yeah, like I watched that.
The way it played out, it's still incredible.
2 nights ago I watched this, and that ending, with that music though.
I literally watched it last night, so yeah.
Yeah, that music that was playing with it, I was just like, oh, okay, you know what, that just... Oh, wow.
And also, while I feel like in the second movie, I thought it was kind of weird that Wolverine slotted into the leader role effortlessly. Mm-hmm. This one, it made perfect sense. Yeah. Because Storm is slotting into the Professor X role. Yes. Which is literally what Professor X said at the beginning. And then now
so who's going to run the army?
Well, yeah. Wolverine. Yeah. Your trained killer assassin soldier.
It's not going to be Beast. It's just a little cameo appearance on the X team. So, I mean...
That's right.
He's going back to do his own thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. He goes home, and then once everything's fixed, he goes back to his day job, right? Yeah. So it does... And because... He never left at the end of the second movie. Mm-hmm. He stuck around. Yeah. Right? Right. So it made sense. So I wasn't like, yeah, but, and especially because now, like, Hugh Jackman and Wolverine is a much bigger star than any of them at this point. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think the only one that would be close would be, Patrick Stewart. Like, he's surrounded by, like, top name guys. Yeah. But you're watching these movies for Wolverine at this point. Yeah. So it is like one part of a larger...
I mean, he was the moneymaker of the franchise. Yeah.
Just like in the comics.
The X movies that don't focus mainly on Wolverine weren't as successful. In fact, The Last Stand is, other than the Deadpool movies, the highest grossing.
Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man 3 is the same thing as the highest grossing of the 3.
In North America.
In North America, yes.
The highest of all time. Yes. Besides Deadpool, is Days of Future Past.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, that was like
that was incredibly.
I can't wait to talk about that.
I actually think that I have... see, I'm always torn between Days of Future Past and Apocalypse as to my second favorite movie.
Apocalypse?
I really liked Apocalypse.
Me too.
I really liked Apocalypse.
That's surprising.
It's
but I guess after we talk about all of them, we'll rank them.
I'll explain why some of the stuff that they did with Days of Future Past, and I'm correct in why I feel like it lessens it because of what happens in Apocalypse and then ultimately Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Before we leave Last Stand, I absolutely love the part in the movie after Xavier dies. And then they go back to McNeil's little compound, and Pyro's like, I would have killed Xavier myself.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you will never understand what Xavier did for mutants.
Yes, exactly.
Like right away.
Cuts him off, literally, shut your fucking mouth, because you have no idea.
He died for us.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like, see, okay, they're obviously close. There's a closeness there, and when he said that, I almost got a little teary-eyed, because I love that.
I love the relationship through the course of the 3 movies. The other part, though, and I remember, at the end, when Proteus...
Yeah.
Or we don't know that we didn't know it was Proteus at the time.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even think it was Moira McTaggart's son, but it might have been, because they had that blurb of her with the husk, and they have Xavier talking about how, I think he says it to Jean, where you could actually project into a different body, right? So they have this epic, crazy death of Professor X, and I remember when he wakes up, I remember distinctly being like, oh, so why even do the crazy death scene if you're immediately going to undo it?
That was the first after credit Marvel scene.
Yep. That was the first.
So anyone saying that's a MCU thing? No.
No.
Right here. Also, by the way, for the people who despise this movie, produced by Kevin Feige. All of the X-Men and Spider-Man movies were produced by him.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yep. You can blame Avi Arad.
He's not the god that you think he is if you hate these, because he was involved.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't feel like he had as much power in these that he did.
I don't think he did.
He's more of a consultant.
But his name was on there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you just wanted to get your dig in there.
I can get my dig in there. I'll get my dig in there to the MCU bitches all day long.
I agree, the MCU, the fanboys are crazy.
Ever since the end of Phase 2, they've got insane. Because I love the MCU, but now I don't love the MCU fans.
No.
Because I'm like, you guys are just getting nuts now. You're insulting everything that's not MCU.
And not only that, but they're insulting everything that's not MCU.
Yeah.
Everything that's not
and
MCU.
Everything MCU is perfect. It's not.
But unless it's like Captain Marvel. For some reason, Captain Marvel gets a lot of hate.
Yeah.
The movie wasn't the greatest, but it also wasn't the worst of the MCU.
Yeah.
But I feel they moved from attacking everything that's not MCU to now attacking people, actors and actresses that they don't like for whatever reason.
They're just
because we talked about the Brie Larson stuff, so I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah.
But I still feel really, fuck,
no.
What is wrong with you people?
They're just social media has really turned people into assholes. I mean, it's as simple
unapologetic.
as that.
It's literally honestly, Superman's Nurse 99. Fuck the Marvel Universe and fuck everybody, and I'm untouchable because you don't know who I am.
Shitting on Dark Phoenix to the degree that when it finally opens, it bombs because you spread so much hatred on that thing. Make a better movie. You sitting at home fucking touching your wiener and watching YouTube all day long, make a better movie. Yeah,
exactly. I would sell you on that. I'm with you on that one because it's if you could do better, then do better. Mm-hmm. Instead of sitting there on your high horse in front of your fucking gold keyboard, make a better movie. Okay? Mm-hmm.
I think I'm done with Last Stand.
I think I'm done with Last Stand.
I agree with, Angel and Juggernaut were sad, poor points, but I do think there's a lot of good in the movie that people
I will say this,
straight up overlook because of writer's development.
I will say this though, because I literally rewatched this last night, so the stuff that I really liked, I wish I gave it more credit in previous conversations about this movie because, the script is a distinct drop down, yes, and the cinematography is a distinct drop down, yes, the direction is also a distinct drop down for the most part. There are some standout sequences and scenes that are really, really cool. Even the aspect with the kid being the cure. I thought that was a really cool take on it.
I did too.
And the stuff they did visually. I still love when Hank goes to talk to the kid and they show his hand and he is mystified because that's the first time in a long time that he's seen his own hand without claws and blue fur. So it's okay, I get that. I still think, I would say, of the original, superhero phase or whatever you want to call it, This is still worse than Spider-Man 3. There's more in Spider-Man 3 that I like than this movie.
Okay.
But I also feel like... I actually feel part of the problem is... Yeah, they both had massive studio interference. This one I felt was rushed, and that could be also why some of the sequences I feel aren't as good. I don't know if it's rushed.
Not so much that it was rushed, but the fact that it was just about to go to filming and Singer left for Superman.
Well, yeah.
Which left them like, what the fuck? We don't have a director now.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we're shooting next month. Because I remember Ratner jumped right on.
Literally
he went from Rush Hour right over to X-Men.
That's right.
Rush Hour 2 or
No,
3.
I think you're right. Rush Hour 2. No, because Rush Hour 3 is still after this.
Right, so maybe it was 2. Maybe it wasn't Rush Hour. It was another one of his movies. He literally jumped from one to right to this, though.
Oh, yeah.
Last minute, well, I'm available, I guess.
No, wait, no, not Singer, Ratner.
Ratner, yeah.
Yeah, because
Singer
went, we're just about to film. Yeah, but Superman Returns, son.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of feel like Cyclops was meant to be in this more, too.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And
not only are we going to leave,
yeah.
I'm going to take Cyclops with me.
Yeah, Marston's coming with me.
So that would be kind of not necessarily why it feels rushed, but messy. It's not as polished. So Spider-Man 3, not infinitely better, it's just more polished. It's a more polished turd is what it is.
It's more polished turd.
Yeah, it's a shinier piece of shit than this one. Sure, there's a lot of good corn nuggets in both movies, but it is still shit.
Mm.
That's about it.
That's good.
That's good.